This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Hill. Rolling to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
At the 28-yard line.
Second down at 4. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That one taken in by T. Higgins. 7 yards to pick up there. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Second and 3 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Allen going deep for Diggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Flush to his right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
To the air, Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. Touchdown! Devin Singletary with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Saints nothing. Tyler Bass to kick.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Akers has got the first down and then some. And all the way out to the 46.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
Here's Akers. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On the give, this is Akers. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
A gain of 1 brings up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A Not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills 7, Saints nothing.
To throw again on second down. Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's taken down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Bills.
Allen now on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Saints nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this. One out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Play fake. Winston. They'll roll him out right. He'll let it fly for Austin. And got his man complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tavon Austin. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Bills 14, Saints 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Steps away. And he goes out right around the 39.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On first down, Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there. Throwing on first down is Allen.
And He's got his man on the out route. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Allen. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big gain there for the Bills.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
21, Saints 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. He'll buy some time right. This is Smith with a grab. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake, Winston on the move to his left. Throw left side complete to Troutman. Touchdown, New Orleans! Adam Troutman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints are back within a score.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Lutz with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Saints 14. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back of the back 7, phenomenal.
96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up for, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter.
The game at 21 apiece. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Going deep for Diggs. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big gain there for the Bills.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big gain there for the Bills. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Allen hit. He lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Jarvis.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Saints 21. Tyler Bass to kick off for ball.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll make it third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Winston. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Play action now, Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action. Winston sliding out of the pocket. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Just shy of the goal line. No gain on the play. Leads to
on 2nd and goal, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Bills 35, Saints 21. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48.
On the handoff, it's Akers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. On the ground, it's Akers. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On play action, Winston. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Saints 28.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
On second and inches, Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Here's Allen to throw it. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on down. Throwing now is Allen. Going deep for Diggs. He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Bills 42, Saints 28. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
And now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are right back in this football game. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Jameis to throw it. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. It's complete to Tavon Austin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the Saints are right back in this football game. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's got Johnson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Play fake. Winston. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
1st down, Winston. Rolling to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll buy some time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And down to the 11. A big play here for Buffalo.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are right back in this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive